Hello, YouTube. This is another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. I am Compound Fracture. Yes, I am. And look at this. I got a mine, and my mine is like a third of the way done, but it's getting there. It's coming. And all we need here is power lines and the mine, and we will have ourselves a beautiful, beautiful iron mining district. And we can send trains there, and the trains can take the iron to the steel mill, and everyone will rejoice because we will be loaded down with filthy, filthy money, and it'll be beautiful. Meanwhile, I think I might just start doubling up track for future use or something. I don't know, I feel like I should be doing something with my rail construction depot since it's just sitting there. I don't know. Do we want to do another track? Is there even much of a point? I don't know. I think I'll leave it alone for now, I guess. Maybe it would have been a good idea just to double up this track right away instead of waiting. Yeah. How about we do this? Can we come out from here and just go straight? We can. We can. Oh boy. So we're just gonna build this. Semaphore in the way. Sure. I guess we're gonna move the semaphore. Just down the road slightly. No, not there. Not there at all. Go away. Okay. Let's try that one more time. I'm actually quite impressed that it let me do that. Just start here and just go. And finish right there. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to work in terms of, semaphores and stuff, but, we'll figure that out later, I guess. So let's just start construction of that, and hopefully we don't end up delaying the opening of our iron train because we bit off more than we could chew or something. I don't know. That would be bad. Should be okay, though. I think the semaphores will work as designed until the rail's done, I think. And then the iron train can always wait a minute while the construction happens and then go through after. Yeah, here comes our construction train. This will go pretty quick, of course, because it's right near the construction yard, so it's a reasonably long stretch, but it won't take too long. Then we'll want to do something similar up here later. We're out of money again. Good fun. So the distribution office is probably done for the new farm at this point. It is. Might as well buy the vehicles now and hook all this up now. So we don't have the covered wagon we used to use that we like the most anymore. So we were using... Oh my God, my game just crashed. Huh. Well, that's the first time we've crashed so far in this entire playthrough. We're at episode 27 or 28 or something. We haven't crashed even once until then. So that's unfortunate. Let's see if we can get reloaded and carry on. Oh, boy. The game does crash from time to time. It's usually rail-based, so I bet you it's that weird little thing I just hooked up with the new rail connection. I bet it didn't like that very much. So we'll try. We'll see if it's going to work, and we might have to just, abandon that plan or something, possibly. The game is not as unstable as it used to be, but it is still not the most stable game in the world, that's for sure. So what were we doing? What do we have to repeat? We have already assigned this. I'm worried that's going to crash out the game again, but hey, we'll see, right? Maybe it won't. That would be good. Meanwhile, we're out of money. That's one thing we did after we crashed, after the autosave, was get more money. And we were buying vehicles here. So let's do that. We were buying M504 covered. Oh, we don't have money because... Didn't I just take another loan just a minute ago? I totally did. Oh, I'm taking 10,000 loans because we just reloaded and I didn't reset it up to 500? That explains everything. Okay, there we go. Take a loan for $10,000. That'll last you. Okay. So covered hull, the 504 covered. We'll start with 6 of them, maybe 8 actually. We'll do 8, and then we're gonna assign there. These are already assigned. Okay. Thank you for telling me. There. Then there. Okay. So load up all the fields and then unload in the grain storages. I might have done overkill by building that many vehicles. I'm not sure. And then all the way up to 90%, please. So that's all set. That'll go automatically next year. And we haven't crashed yet. That's good. Oh, this train's all questiony. It's because it's seeing this as a one-way track, isn't it? So it's going to go up here. I wonder if it can figure it out. I doubt it can. It would have to go like past here and then come back. Yeah, no, that's not going to happen, is it? Oh boy. Okay, well, we're just going to have to kill these semaphores for now. Like all of them, all these one-way semaphores, which I spent so much time slaving over. Whatever, it's fine. I guess it needs another cross track to get back on this two-way, right? Oh no. Okay, so... Huh. It does seem a lot more forgiving now. Like, it's going on the unbuilt sections. Like, it feels like they've made this way more forgiving than it used to be. Not quite forgiving enough to compensate for my current level of ineptitude, but, you know, something. So let's just build, just wood, I guess. Oh, wait, is that not connected? Oh, it should be, yeah. We'll just build a wood cross thingy. Where? Maybe here, because we're going to eliminate that one anyway. So we'll just do that. Right, like that, I guess. And then purchase it for, like, 3,000. Are you gonna... Does that solve your problem? Guy? Where are you? Oh, he teleported back. Okay, cool. There he comes. Teleported back because the section he was on, I guess, changed character or something. Well, I've absolutely, totally messed up my rail system down here, so, yeah, we'll have to, like, fix that eventually. Maybe, like, right before the coal mine, or the iron mine's ready to open, might not have been the best time to do all that work. We still have quite a bit to do up here, though, so... Not going to worry about it too much. Not going to worry about it until it becomes a problem, and it's not a problem yet. It's just a solution waiting to happen, and there's still semaphore issues. Okay, so what did I do here? Oh, I see. It's because of where he's at, like, because he's not past this sec. Oh, man. But you were, like, doing that. You were going up here just fine before, right? I'm not going to auto-buy this. Let's put a semaphore in there, and then that'll split this into 2 sections, and then we'll auto-buy this section for 12,000, and not cry too much over that milk, and then it should be able to build the other section. Okay, we're off to a good start. We're making mistakes and doing things inefficiently. Let's get more money. Hey, but at least it hasn't crashed again. That's good. All right. The export truck's working. That's nice. Oh, but the thing's completely full. So I think we've done the wrong ratio of export trucks versus domestic trucks here. Put another truck on export duty. It looks like the export truck is going full bore, and still there isn't enough text. Like, there's still too much here. Too much clothing here. So we definitely need 2 export trucks, for sure. And we might be able to get away with only 1 domestic truck. So we should totally have these 2 switched. Though in the long run, we will want more domestic trucks, I'd imagine, as we grow. I don't know. I don't know what's best here. Probably do want to switch these two up, but it's good for now, I guess. Man, it's almost full again. Jeez. Well, we have another covered stuck in here, I think, somewhere in the vehicle depot, don't we? Is that a covered? No, that's a flat. Okay, never mind. Oh, you have a question mark again, train? Oh, no. That's not good. Oh, dear. So I guess you still think that this is one way. I think that's the problem. That's got to be the problem. So we're just going to, like, do... Not mixed. Come on. Basic semaphore two-way thing. And then... Yeah, whatever. That's fine. That'll make it work for now, right? What's this? Oh! Oh, no, that's fine. I put in that semaphore just to split up the construction. It did its job, and it's fine. Okay, so this time, are you going to work, train? Let's follow you. This is what happens, by the way, when you finish your rail design, and then you're like, I'm going to add something to the already existing tracks, but not really plan out carefully how I'm going to allow it to be actually constructed. No, it's working now. That was the last problem. We should be fine from here on in, right? Last words of hope before hope will once again be vanquished, I'm sure. But that's okay. Great thing about vanquished hope is it existed briefly. How's the mine coming? 2/3 or so. Yeah, so this is going to be done before the train track will be, probably. But the power lines are still, like, lagging behind. They have enough resources now, but not enough workers. So that's good. It's half the battle. And there's the electrical components are here, too. And here we have all the resources as well. So we're only lacking workers at any of these places. So that means that once the mine's done, because it's so worker hungry, there'll be plenty of workers available, plenty of buses available to finish all these other little nagging projects. Like this one, for instance, which has been done for a while. We'll buy a cheap-ass excavator here. And I'm actually going to switch this line, like this whole line, to do the farther away one. Even though it only has 2 vehicles. It's not, like, much, but whatever. We're going to add a stop there. Load 100% of quarried stone. And we're going to take this one off. And we're going to save changes. And then we're going to buy... We're going to go all the way back to our one and only vehicle depot over here. And we'll buy one of those big, giant dump trucks. This guy, this big $46,000 one that we can even spray paint. We'll make it black just to make it extra intimidating. It'll be very intimidating. A huge, intimidating dump truck, just like they should be. And we're going to use this for the near one and just see how it works. I've never experimented with these before. Ideally, of course, we'd have 2 of them, not 1, but that's fine. We'll start him. So that'll increase grain production or gravel production, and of course it was completely unnecessary to do that because our gravel storage has entirely filled up again, full 2,000. So I think I'm overestimating my need for gravel, which is just because we had that gas station issue, which caused problems, and I confused the one problem for the other problem. It's fine. The other big manpower suck has been all these little pathways. They're all done now. Like every last one is done now, but man, each one of them required a bus to make a special trip. Ugh. I hate pathways. I love pathways. I hate building pathways. Oh well. So this guy's done. We definitely want to connect a road up. I think we'll just do that. Oh, and we should have started the school before now. Oh well. That seems fine. We'll connect this road as well. This will be done really soon. Just needs like 1 more load of prefab panels, and that's it. We should have plenty of prefab panels in here, even though we've used a bunch of them. Oh, no, we don't. Huh. This little small distribution office is probably just not enough to keep this stocked in the long run, but we'll figure that out as we go. Originally, we planned to make this small distribution office strictly for transporting steel around, but we ended up using it for coal instead. Things are going quite well, I think. Have we had any other major die-offs this winter? Doesn't look like it. Our birth rate slowed down. That always kind of happens in the winter, but deaths seem pretty consistent. So that's good. Unfortunately, like, people's health suffer every winter now because you can't do athletics. Like, you can't use the fields in the winter like you used to be able to. So that's really hurt population growth in the winter season. You know, I'm actually tempted to, like, run these clothes over to the, like we're really close here to the western border here, Stropani. We could easily, like, really quite easily put a road from here to the textile mill. As long as we were willing to, like, wind it around and not force ourselves to reshape too much terrain. Because we need construction offices for that, or money, but we could just do a dirt road, you know, and only have the imports go that way, and that seems great. That's the highest our total amount owed has ever been, by the way, by about 100,000. So that's not great. But yeah, let's do that. I wouldn't mind getting a few American dollars, like a few Western buckaroos. So that if we need them for something, if we want to do some fancy Western vehicle, or you know, if we want to import cheap third world labor, you know, we can do that. This one little nearby mountain range is the biggest problem, but I think we just have to, like, be a bit windy about it. We can always build a better road later. Right now, this is just a very utilitarian road. Them Yankee dollars, that's right. So for now, we can do reshaping of terrain. Pretty quickly, we're going to have to just follow the terrain because we won't have a construction office. But for now, we're good. Okay. That seems nice. So we're going to Stropani, the most Yankee of all names. There's a bit of a ridge here that's going to be hard to get over without any sort of a construction office to help us, but we'll do our best. Maybe by approaching at a bit of an angle here, we can make it happen. Yeah, that looks good. I think we found a nice little pass here. Reminds me of Railroad Tycoon 3, doing these little roads when we don't have construction equipment. There we go. We have a connection. So let's do that. Let's reassign the export to go there instead. Just get a slow trickle of filthy dollars. All right. Our snowplows are going to have a hell of a time trying to clear all that, but whatever. They can just be snowplows, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to add a third truck because I expect that road to be very slow indeed. It's a bit closer as the crow flies, I think. I think it's actually significantly closer than the other border. Well, no, maybe not. It's about the same, I guess. But the route to the main border has, like, really high quality roads and snowplows and things like that. So yeah, it's gonna take a lot longer. All right, I like that idea. Man, I'm anxious to finally get this iron mine going. Like how long ago did we start planning this? I think we started planning it like 10 years ago in game, more or less. And we were like, well, the first step is to build this big long railroad, and by the time the railroad's done, the rest of it will be too. But as it turned out, we were much better railroad builders than we thought, and much worse coal mine builders than we thought. So it ended up being the other way around. That's okay. Speaking of which, how's this going? Seems to be doing fine. There's no confused construction train. Seems good. It's missing gravel. Oh no! I see what happened. This distribution office was using its dump trucks to move gravel over there, but we stopped that, and so now it doesn't have gravel. Uh-oh. Let's add another T138 dumper to this, I guess. Uh-oh. That's why we can't build trains. How about we use this instead, because we have more space here. So we're going to add 2 tasks. Yeah, we didn't we stopped delivering coal, too. Like, it needs coal, too, doesn't it? I think. So we're going to pick this gravel storage over here. That's unfortunate. That's too bad. Too bad. So sad. Okay, so unloading gravel, picking up gravel. Good. 90%. So this one dump truck will go and do the thing, and then we'll start building rail again. That's really too bad that we don't have the rail going full blast. We should. It's also too bad we can't build these T138 dumpsters anymore. They're so good. We got T148s, but like, aren't they worse? Aren't they like strictly worse? Oh, maybe not. Hold on. 70 and... Oh, they're not worse. They go 2 kilometers an hour faster and otherwise are exactly the same. Slightly heavier, slightly higher power engine, 2 kilometers an hour. All right, sure. Yeah, so kindergarten needs to be finished. We have some extra space in this one prefab over here. I guess we might as well fill it up with our Spanovsky spillover. Spilloversky? Yeah, that really doesn't work, does it? No. And that's it. Everything's full again. Or almost full in that case. Very nearly full. Look at all these passengers waiting. Where are they going? I think they want... that one says it wants meat, which is silly because we have meat. But all these people want prey and sport. That's why they're waiting at the station, you know? Like they're not waiting to travel anywhere. They want to either prey or play sports, and they can't do it. So they're waiting on a bus that'll take them somewhere they can do it. And that's silly because we can't actually play in the wintertime anywhere. And we can't go to church anywhere ever, period, ever. So, hey, that's really bad. The heat exchanger's on fire and it's winter. How's our temperature going to handle that? Uh-oh. Interior temperature, it's falling. Of course it is. Oh, now it's going up again because fortunately, the heat exchanger is literally next door to the fire station. So that worked out. That could have been bad. I feel like we dodged a bit of a slug there, you know? Okay, so we're almost done the mine. Only less than 300 work days left, and we do need 17 tons more of concrete. So once that concrete arrives, we'll be golden. Look at this. The covered wagon's actually sitting in the depot here for once. It's caught up with all of its component deliveries, just in time for the warehouse to still not be done, which was supposed to make his job easier. It's the whole point of that warehouse. More money. How's our food doing? That's important. We've got a few months left before food supply starts increasing again. What's next on the industry list? Oh, I don't know. I haven't thought about that in a little while. We do have a fair amount of food left, actually. Like, we have a total of more than 500 tons in these warehouses. So that might be enough for the year. Right. So mining's almost done, eh? Oh, boy. Probably another farming cluster to get either meat production or alcohol. That's going to be a bit of a priority. The next town we build after Shackelford will be an oil town. So maybe we should start thinking about where the oil town's going to go. Actually, I'm noticing that we've managed to build Shackelford right in the middle of an oil field, which isn't the best place for a town. Like right in an oil field's right here. So maybe we should have used that as an oil field instead of using it as a town, in hindsight. That might have been an idea. Do oil rigs pollute? Yes, but not super much. We could even have a couple oil rigs here and get real down and dirty with it. Be like Los Angeles, you know? You got the oil rigs like right in the middle of downtown LA, disguised by little shacks. I've always found that kind of neat. LA's hidden oil industry, urban oiling. It's good. Maybe not though. Maybe we'll just leave that particular oil field alone. As much as it pains me to do so, especially now that I realized it's like right there. I should have paid more attention probably when planning out the town, but that's okay. Our other oil field is over here. And this one could be really nice. I like this oil field. I've done this map before, of course, in the past, and I've developed this one before. You just raise the level of the lake here and becomes a great sort of like under-lake oiling. And it's really close to where our steel plant is here, so we could even realistically ship workers in from Spanovsky to work it. That wouldn't be too bad. It'd be nice to have another town up here, though. So those are some options. I do want to develop, I think, this oil field specifically. I think this is the place to be for that. And actually, since oil doesn't need workers, you only need workers for the oil refinery, it might make sense to just put the oil booms all around here and then pipe the oil up to like here-ish, and then have the oil infrastructure here, like right near where the steel infrastructure is. That would work. That's really close to Spanovsky. And I think Spanovsky could like handle a little bit more a little bit more like look at this. Look at all these workers waiting. There's too many workers waiting. We could totally handle an oil refinery. We might need to add a third little shop and bus stop area somewhere around here. I don't know how we do that though without building like a new cinema and a new university, but we could do that. You like the pipe idea? Yeah, I mean that's not so bad. Like pipes are expensive, right? But they're not that expensive. And we'll be producing steel from scratch, and pipelines got to be mostly steel. So, like here, this is the pipe connection. So, like, yeah, it's a lot of mechanical components. Maybe that's what we should be thinking. We should be thinking in terms of mechanical components first. Get domestic mechanical components going, because oil industry uses a lot of that, and we could actually start on that right away. I'm tempted, like we have two options here. We can either extend out this way with more stuff coming out of here. I think at some point I might need to build a, like another open storage this way, specifically for export, and like really kind of like get everything. Yeah, mechanical parts before oil. We've already done the research too, I'm pretty sure, for mechanical. Oh no, we haven't. Oh no, yeah, we have. That's for vehicles. Yeah, okay, so we could let's see. In terms of forklifts, there's 3 forklift things coming out here. So I don't know, like I like the idea of eventually having the steel exporting train have its own loading system over here that has a forklift, like an active forklift connection, kind of like this one. So then we can have some real fine control over where the steel goes, right? Like, we can tell it to load up this open storage at, like, 10%, and then we can load up to mechanical components open storage at, like, 30%, and then the export open storage at, like, 100%, or, 80% or whatever. And that could be real efficient. What else could we do? Like, mechanical components are really quite low throughput. So realistically, we could just have like 1 or 2 flatbed trucks sitting here delivering steel from here straight into mechanical components somewhere over here. And that would probably be sufficient. It actually doesn't make sense, by the way, in this game to export mechanical components. It actually doesn't add much value at all from the raw steel, which is weird. But yeah. So, like, okay, let's think about this. We probably want to have some future-proofing. But I don't know. I mean, we got so much throughput here in general. I'm often happy to have trucks do work rather than trains. It's just so much neater. As long as it's low throughput, you know, like low resource quantity, right? Like, I'll have trucks moving around components and steel and whatever else until the very late game. But if it's like crops or iron ore or something, like, then the trucks clog up the road. You need so many of them. But like, the maximum production per workday here is 15 tons of mechanical components and 22 tons of steel here. So we could very, very, very easily just have one tiny little distribution office with one tiny little flatbed truck whose only job is to refill the mechanical components factory. And that would be a really good way of keeping a lid on how much steel we're using. I think I'm going to do that. I don't need mechanical components to ever, ever, ever be on a train. Like, ever. Like, that's not anything we'll ever need, I don't think. So maybe that's how we'll do it. I want to be planning in terms of where my highway is going to go in order to get to the oil area. So let's work on that first. Let's actually get a highway in place first, and then we can plan around that. So I'm going to pull up Asphalt Road, and I'm going to start from this little interchange here. Infrastructure's in the way, apparently. Apparently it doesn't like the power line being there, which seems funny to me, but whatever. Won't let me go straight because of the freaking power line. Oh, boy. Makes me want to destroy the power line just for neatness sake, and I'm totally going to do it. I'm going to destroy the freaking power line just to be neat. Ugh. That one. Then, there. And, fund. Okay. You destroyed a power line. Oh, and that didn't actually solve the problem at all. Okay, so we just did that for nothing. That's fine. We'll do that, and then we want to kind of cut straight across here, like straight towards that lake, basically. So maybe like this. And actually, now that that's a thing. Oh no, this is fine. This is fine. We'll just do a bit of a curve, so it looks a little neater, like so. Okay, seems good to me. So go like this far, maybe. Should hit play. There's no reason to have it paused. We'll have to adjust the rail line yet again. That's okay. Ooh, a stretch bus. Got a fancy new bus. Oh, and we're out of construction offices that are within range. So that's fine. I'm happy just to have that built because now at least we know where it's going and we can start working on it. It's an asphalt road. Okay, so that is kind of settled. So let's start figuring out what we're gonna do with the the mechanical components. Where is that? Is that in various industry? Probably. We also don't have a wood cutting post and a sawmill yet, so we've been lagging on that one. We should think about maybe doing that quickly. Not that it matters, like it's not an important industry, but, you know, it's just something, it feels a little incomplete that we haven't done it yet. Oh man, that power line's really annoying me. Still being a pain in my butt. I think we are going to have to destroy that power line and put it back in if we want the mechanical components to be here. And I kind of do. Like, I kind of like it over here. So let's do that. Let's destroy the power line a second time, and this time a slightly different span of it. We're so efficient. And we'll lower this. And this way we can put, like, a rail line in here if we want. We won't want to put a rail line in, let's be real. That would be kind of silly for mechanical components, but you never know. It is right next to the rail lines, and it has tons of inbound and outbound forklift things, which are pretty damn unnecessary if you ask me, but that's fine. And we will... medium voltage lines, these nice strong ones again, like so, and then pay another frickin' 7,000 rubles to auto build it again. Yay. So we're working on that. We're gonna put in a little tiny mod distribution office. One of these ones with only a single bay in it, because that's all we need. Oh, is this within power range? It should be, just barely, I think. I hope. Okay, and then connect it with the dirt road. All right, and that should be good. We might, in the end, want to put an open storage next to this, and we've left ourselves tons of room to do that, you know, in the future. We certainly don't need it now. Like the mechanical components plant already has plenty of outgoing storage because we use so few mechanical components. Where was it again? I was in miscellaneous, various. It stores 17 tons outgoing. Oh, you didn't put me on a tangent. You just made me remember that there was a thing I should do a little bit better. I guess we need a second one of these little distribution offices, maybe one that's slightly bigger this time, in order to take mechanical component stuff elsewhere. But we can wait on that. For now, all we really have to do is add it to this main distribution office and go from there. The main distribution office is might be the one that keeps up handling the covered wagons for a long time, I think. And that'll be fine. Then we'll fill up the two little small warehouses, this one and the one over there, from the mechanical components. Meanwhile, what's happening on this rail line here? Oh, it's almost done. Look, it just needs to do that one little tiny bit at the end, and it'll be done. So that's good. The rail line did not turn out to be the bottleneck after all that we feared it might be. So what's going on over here? Is the mine done? The mine's done! Okay. Hold the xylophone. Right. Let's get a really big bus and buy like 2 of them, maybe even 3. We got this new like stretch bus that has 135 passenger capacity, and that feels excellent for a mine. So we could just do 2 of them, maybe. That might be overkill. Potentially, but I like it, and we can always take one off if we want to. So, where did our city go? Over here. Okay. So this one goes from. By the way, I like suggestions and stuff. You know. Oh, distract me from the iron mine. I guess you did. That's fair. But I do really, really like getting feedback and suggestions and all that lovely stuff. You know, it makes it a lot more fun. Makes me feel like I'm not in my own little world. Oh, I see I'm not unchecking tourists from all of these because it's separate from passengers. Oh, well. So we'll do that, and then we'll tell this guy to be on the same line. Set line. Where is it? It's Shackleford to the Nail. That's the one. Cool. So we'll start that up in a little bit once there's a bit of space between the two buses, and we'll go from there. More money. Meanwhile, how's this farm going? Wait, field requires mechanisms to seed. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We're just sowing the initial fields now. Haven't started them all. Okay, cool. So that's going well. Some of them are growing. Some of them haven't started sowing yet. That's right. The medium fields are already growing. Seems perfect to me. How's our crop number or our storage? We've got 700 in that one and 350 in that one, and that one's empty. So it's a little over 1,000 grain left, 1,000 crops. So that's good. We cannot store or export fabric. So right now these guys are being the bottleneck. They do have a lot of workers in there. Do they have chemicals? Or no, this one needs chemicals, not the other. So let's just tweak this then. Let's make it 1/3, 1/3, 1/3. And that way the workers will fill up the clothing factories before they fill up the fabric factory. But that's still okay. I mean, like this maximum production is 5 per workday, and this uses 2.4 per workday. So they almost exactly line up. Almost exactly. So that seems good. Train buying time? Yeah, as soon as the coal starts flowing, or the iron starts flowing, but I guess it is. So, how are we going to do this? First, we have to take this train and send it back to the depot. So, what I'm actually going to do is just tell it to go to the customs house now. Now. And unload absolutely everything right now. Unload all the things and load nothing. Okay. So it's going to do that. And then once it finishes unloading all the stuff it happens to have at the customs house, then I'm going to tell it to go back to the depot. Meanwhile, I'll buy another train, and then I'll get them both outfitted because I don't want to have to sell any of these cars. I just want to transfer the cars over to the other train. And meanwhile, hopefully this is done, and it is not quite. It's like that frickin' close. Probably one more trip down. So I guess immediately we'll have this one be the steel train. So, okay, now you go back to the depot, please. Steel train might not even need any new cars, because it is like... I mean, 3 cars of steel is a lot of steel. And we kind of want it making trips to the border often so that it makes sure that this thing keeps getting refilled. Meanwhile, this one will finish, like, pretty damn quick. We've got, like, it has basically a dedicated construction office only on it alone. Oh, how's this farm doing? Seems like it's doing quite well. Good stuff. For some reason, these 2 big fields ended up being the first 2. It seems strange to me. Oh, I guess these are fields that that the other farm had been doing, but I guess they're both doing it now. Something? I don't know. I'm sure it's okay. Not going to worry too much. All right, so this is probably the final trip this guy will have to make. I hope. But let's start looking at the trains until that happens. Okay, so the train is in the yard. Where is it? Over here. Yeah. Here it is. Train depot. Buy new vehicle or mechanism. Electric, please. So what's this? This is a what are you? Oh yeah, it was changed to an 8008 because someone requested that, and I could not say no. It's almost like a calculator, except it's a train. So you'll have to use your imagination. Oh, that's weird. This electric locomotive goes 160, but right now there's nothing available to buy from Eastern sources that go over 120. So this like much better train is no longer purchasable. That's real frustrating. How about like these train cement tank? That's it. Okay, you know what? No. That's really annoying. We had a better train available before than we do now. Oh, here we go. This must be the one, I guess. Why didn't I see this before? I don't know. 110. Oh, right. I looked at 192 and thought that was the speed. No, it's 110. Okay, so that sucks. We need a loan, obviously. We're going to buy the best one we have available, which is not as good as the one we had available in the past. And, you know, progress, right? So, let's get the better train doing the coal run. Or the iron run, because that's a higher throughput kind of thing. So we'll put these 3 steel cars down here. I'm going to buy another steel car, maybe. I should probably have this paused, shouldn't I? Just don't need to waste all the time. So these are open hull 23 tons. So holds 69 steel. That's very nice. I guess that's this one, eh? So we'll put another 2 on, I guess, and we'll move them to the right train down here. And then go back up here. This should be the selected train, I hope. And it's these hopper cars. So we're just going to fill it up with hopper cars. Oh no, we built one too many and we'll have to sell it. That's fine. Sell. So now we have... What? I sold the entire train. I feel like a dum-dum. Oh boy, that cost us a lot of money. Oh well. Buy a new mechanism. I meant to just sell the frickin' wagon. I forgot that, like, it's really touchy about that stuff. Like, it really is. It's very, very annoying about that stuff. So, this one, 1, 2, 3, 4 is probably... Yeah, like, look at how much money I cost myself. I need a new loan now. That cost me, like, hundreds of thousands for nothing. All because of a sort of iffy interface decision happening. Okay, well now we have 2 trains. So we'll start the steel train first, I suppose. Because we want because the track isn't quite done for the other train yet, and we want to just make sure there's no issues on that track. So here to here, load 100% of steel, not anything, just specifically steel. Unload steel. You don't have to wait until loaded, though. Don't wait until loaded. As soon as it stops producing steel for a second, like it runs out of like iron or something, I want the train departing like right away. So that one's off and running, or it should be. Is it? Did I tell it to go? Maybe I didn't tell it to go. There we go. Go. There it goes. That's the brand new locomotive. That's slower than the old locomotive. That's real annoying. I'm very impressed with the game's technological progress. So it looks like the track is completely done now, right? It is. Good. So now we can effectively do this. I'm going to jackhammer this bit, and same with these 2. And now we're gonna do some semaphoring. We're gonna take these out. This should be a standard semaphore, not a mixed one. And then there, and like maybe there, and there, and there. Same deal on the other side. Okay. Oh, wow, look at this. It already has steel. 166 tons it took. Good. Now, this one's ready to go. Well, I'm just going to delete all the stops right now, and I'll start from scratch. A little more neat. First stop, the train loading all the way up here. I actually don't want him to wait until loaded either. That seems kind of silly. I want him to leave as soon as the flow stops, basically, right? But I do want him to wait until unloaded. There's no point in running back up to get more iron when there's still iron down here. And then hopefully the float that's left in the steel mill will be sufficient. So iron, seems fine. Start. Okay. Now the trains are flowing. And the iron will soon be flowing also. So how are we doing on workers? Have the buses made their way up here yet? Yes, the first one has. Did I ever start the second one? I probably didn't. I probably forgot to start the second one. That's right. Okay, so let's continue. Now, what's going on up here? Oh, the bus stop. I never did configure the bus stop. That's important. So the bus stop, we're going to two places. We're going to the mine and the processing plant. And we're going to go like full like 8216. Because we don't need that to be at 15 workers when that's at only half full. Look at that though. We're making a lot of iron. That's a high quality source under that iron mine. That's really nice. We've already got this aggregate storage half filled up, and the processing plant is going very nicely indeed. And then we got this like that full already. So yeah, we're waiting for a train. Just tell it to only store that. Here it comes. And it's going to load real quick thanks to this fancy-dancy rail loading specialty thing. Very, very fancy. And so it's all the way loaded up. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, this game's real cool. Now we're going to follow it. It's too bad the train only goes 120 maximum. That's so disappointing. Like, my rail lines can go so much faster. We'll have to replace this locomotive at some point when we get a better one. Oh, so much iron. And now at this point, you know, we can like get another big bus for the steel mill because we'll have so much iron input. We might also consider upping our coal production. Got a lot of options. This is a very long train, I must say. I wonder about some of my semaphore placement. It's possible we might run into troubles because my train might be too long for the semaphore lengths. Like the length at the station here, for instance. Oh no, that one's perfectly fine. So now it's gonna sit here until it's unloaded all of its iron, and then it'll go back for more, and we'll never run out of iron again. Oh boy. Okay, so I think we want two new buses, one more for coal and one more for steel. Just up the production a little bit here. We'll do like maybe not the big stretch. Yeah, let's do 2 more big stretch buses. Why not? I'm in the mood for stretch buses. Simply because they stretch. Okay, so set line. The one that goes straight to the coal mine, please. That's this one. No, that's the wrong one. No, set line. Oh, that's weird. We're looking for Hamilton coal mine, right? What am I missing here? We want to go from Spanovsky to Hamilton coal mine. There is one that goes from... Oh, here it is. It's because it's in opposite order and it was confusing me. Okay, cool. So another bus for that. And another one... This one we're going to put on the line that goes from the basic Spanovsky platform to the Hamilton bus stop. Oh, we don't have one going from Platform 1 anymore. Platform 1 only services... The farms and the power plant and stuff. I guess that's fine. Is that right, though? Yeah, I guess so, eh? What's this? Starterville bus platform. What's Starterville? It must be, I guess. I guess we renamed Spanovsky, but I renamed this line manually. That's what happened. Because I renamed it to Hamilton Bus Stop because it was doing weird things. So, okay, it's just going to be confusing. That's fine. I can be confused. I can handle it. More money. So that just increased our total amount of debt by like 700,000. Unfortunately. Here comes the coal train, or iron train, choo-choo. Yeah. Oh man, look at that fancy load-a-majig. So good. Just filling right up. It only filled up to, oh no, still going. Oh, we got tons of iron. Look how much iron we're making. Oh man. It's weird that it's only going to 450 and stopping when there's plenty of iron capacity in that storage. Maybe we should tell it to load all the way. I wasn't going to do that because I wasn't sure if it could get 100% loaded all the time, but it looks like it can. It looks like we have tons of iron output. So let's just tell it to wait until loaded next time. I hope that works out fine. Meanwhile, if we go back up to the steel mill, are we out of iron yet? Oh, we so are. Yeah. So we definitely want to come with 100% every time, for sure. That's a bit of a concern. We might want to double up on that train, actually. I didn't think I'd ever catch myself saying this, but we might want to have two of these iron trains. And our system can handle that. We'd probably want one more little double track up here somewhere for passing, and then that would be fine. This one is totally not long enough, I don't think, for that big train, though. Oops. That train's huge. It's huge. Oh, man. Thank you for streaming. Oh, I appreciate that. I appreciate your chattering, Jack Tank. Being lively in the chat is a wonderful thing. And it's always a pleasure to see you here. Yay. Iron. Realistically, at some point here, we're gonna want to have both steel and iron storages coming off this way. I think we'll want a large aggregate storage connected to a rail unloader. Maybe that's the secret. That's what we should do to keep a steady supply of iron. Is just have a really big storage capacity and a high speed unloader and just go with it. Might make sense. Well, something to think about later, I guess. For now, this setup's doing just fine. It's might not be like absolutely foolproofly perfect, but what is? Now here's both of these trains coexisting, and we're still filling up this space, so that's perfect. How much steel is he gonna load? He's probably gonna load until we run out of iron, I guess, and then he's gonna run away. Because we only need like we only produce like 1 steel for every 5 or so iron that comes in. So now the iron has all unloaded, and we're going through that 150 tons real fast. Meanwhile, we're low on workers temporarily in the steel mine, or steel mill. So yeah, I mean, we've loaded 74 tons. These forklifts are not doing anything right now, but that's because this is full. So what we should see, the pattern I hope to see, is that this iron runs out. Now, our steel mill numbers were much higher not that long ago. Here's a bus full of people. Oh, have we assigned this? Yeah, we have. We did this more or less, right? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so now we're going to run out of iron really quick here. And once we do that, the steel exporting train will be at about 100 tons or so. Steel mill at full capacity needs 2 iron plants and 3 coal plants full. I fully believe that. We're not going maximum efficiency at the moment. We're just gonna like have a good solid output of steel here. That's the goal. We want solid right now. But we did build this in such a way. The idea was that both sides of this operation would be expandable in the future. So we can build into these hills and get more coal mines in the hills, because there's a lot of coal around here. Yeah, there's tons of coal around here. And then just send it all into this aggregate storage, into the steel mill. And meanwhile, we can build an iron aggregate storage over here with its own dedicated unloading spot. And we can really up the throughput eventually. But for now, I'm not really that worried about it. I'm not trying to go for maximum. I do enjoy maximums, though, in general. So the mechanical components are coming along quite nicely. We're lacking bricks and boards. Oh, we should be thinking about boards too. I said that earlier, that I wanted to like actually make some lumber industry somewhere, but I didn't do it. Lumber industry is so annoying. It's like kind of useless, you know, because lumber is incredibly cheap in this game, like incredibly cheap, and you also don't need very much of it. So it's really like, seems like it's just designed to be a pain in the butt in order to actually make lumber happen rather than being purposeful. But I'm going to do it anyway, and I'm going to start by planting a bunch of trees over here, and we're going to just make some lumber happen over here somewhere, because we already have roads connecting this area, and we don't care. So here's trees. We'll plant a bunch of seed pines, and then when we come back in a little while, they'll be all grown up, and we can have lumber happen, make lumber happen around here in this hilly area that we don't really want to use for anything else anyway. Conveyor all the way. Yeah. We could do that now, you know, like conveyors are like prohibitively expensive early on. They're like so expensive. But once we have mechanical components up, we'll be producing all the stuff we need to make conveyors. All you really need, I think, is steel and mechanical, mostly anyway. Let's see. It's no, it's not going to tell me because I'm not going directly from building A to building B. Okay, let's really? There's no way to actually figure out how expensive these things are without connecting something that can connect, and we don't have anything that can connect. Maybe here? No. So, yeah, I'm going to give up on that. Yeah, give up on that. Seems good. Okay. Oops. Oh, man, this is going so well. And our coal is falling at the moment. Supply of coal. But the iron should be more of a bottleneck than no, the coal should be more of a bottleneck. The next thing we'll need to increase production is more coal, for sure. So we should be thinking about that. Meanwhile, this thing's done. We don't care about it yet. We're going to need it once we get this mechanical components finished. Okay. Need more money. Borrow, please. So we're now at 3 million owed, which is a shame because we were really hoping to get below 2 million by the end of this recording session, and we clearly haven't done it. In fact, we've got another 1 million in the hole, and almost half of that was due to my accidentally deleting a train when I thought I was deleting a car, which is real annoying. But yeah, accidents will happen, I suppose. So that's where we're at. We got 3 million in debt. We got a functioning iron industry. Functioning iron industry. Yeah, that's what we have. Okay, we just had to announce it a little bit more fancy like that. And then we have a really, really nice view of something. Let's give ourselves a nice view to part on wonderful terms. Look at our lovely lumpy textiles in Shackelford and the Nail and Mid-Constructio and Bridgehead and Spanovsky, of course, our favorite town of all, Spanovsky, because it beams propaganda to the masses. Oh, it's such a lovely empire, and we'll have to see more of it next time on Compound Fractures YouTube channel, because this is the end of this here episode. We'll be back very, very soon. Come on back. What will we build next? Probably oil, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.